Now here is one FX airgun that has slipped through my review net. Yes, I don't know how, but it has somehow. And do you know what? I'm kind of glad I've caught this little thing. This is the FX T12 and it is pretty much a simple rifle in a nice way. Yeah, I know it's not like a real complicated, let me just grab it, M3 impact, for example. Nothing complicated about the T12. It is just basically, sorry guys, just the other side of the rat cave. It is just basically a simple, easy to shoot rifle. And just in case you're wondering guys, it is wearing an immersive optics prism scope. That is a 10x40. I thought this gun, with it being super lightweight, throw on a prism scope just to keep things super light. And do you know what? The results this thing has basically put out there is really, really good. I am super, super impressed with the accuracy of this rifle, but I will tell you about that shortly. First of all though, let's throw out some specs. So this one is a sub 12 version. It is the FX T12. Basically a real basic rifle. We won't say simple, we'll say basic. 22 caliber. Let's give you some numbers. So it is super lightweight. Okay, so this one, the synthetic one, weighs in at 2.2 kilograms. You can get it in a walnut stock version, which looks very nice, a little bit heavier at 2.7 kilograms. And there is a field target version as well, which has got an adjustable stock and different bits and pieces on it, which is really nice. That weighs in at 3.2 kilograms. It has a bolt action safety mode, which I'll show you in a minute. Cylinder capacity is 185cc. The stock, like I said, is synthetic, as you can see. It has an adjustable recoil pad. It's ambidextrous, which is pretty nice. So it's basically got the cheek piece on either side. I'll show you that in more detail in a minute. The walnut version has an adjustable recoil pad as well, butt pad. And the field target has a fully adjustable, collapsible butt pad and cheek piece as well. So, and the cheek piece can basically move, it can go up and down and sideways, and again it's ambidextrous, so which is really nice. Magazine capacity, to take the cassette style magazines. So these are the older, I call these ones the complicated ones. They're not that complicated, but they were for me when I first started using them. In 177 it'll hold 16 pellets. In 22 like this one, it'll hold 14 pellets, and in 25 caliber it will hold 11. Calibers available, just touched on that, 177, 22 and 25. The barrel is the FX Smooth Twist. This one is in, or is 500 millimeters long. Okay, and I've got to tell you guys, this thing is so accurate. It is so accurate. That is pretty much about it for your specs. Dovetail rail as standard. Yeah, if you're wondering what I've done here, that's the only thing I had to hand to sort of change the dovetail to Picatinny. I couldn't put it all the way along because obviously the magazine sticks out. The reason I've done that is because I wanted to run this prism scope. These are really, really good. If you've not looked through one of these immersive optics prism scopes, you seriously need to. Although they've not got any zoom on them, it gives you a wide field of view, and they have got magnification depending which one you choose. This one is, what did I say, 10 times magnification. And for what I was doing, shooting at 30 yards, my God, this thing is a laser beam. It really is. Right then, let's jump into this then. So we've done all the boring numbers. Let's have a look at this thing in a bit more detail then. First of all, the stock. So it is the synthetic stock, like what you get on like the Wildcats and stuff like that. It's almost got a metallic sort of coloration to it. Ambidextrous, which is what I like. Decent pistol grip. Nice. It's comfortable. Does everything that it should, really. You know, it's not too big, it's not too little. I think a junior shooter could use this, not a problem at all. You can adjust the butt pad, recoil pad, whatever you want to call it. You can adjust that slightly, sort of up and down, but I just left it as it is. Plenty, I mean, it is minimalistic. There's not much to this. What I like about the stock and the forend, it is pretty flat, so you can rest this on a bag, or as you can see in the footage, I was using this on a Coldwell, a little sled that I've got, just for testing mainly. You could put on a bit of rail there, or you could put on a sling swivel to add a bipod, whatever you want to do. Totally free floating barrel. Look at that, totally free floating. Interchangeable barrel as well. You just literally undo those two grub screws there, that barrel will come out, and then you can, you know, change calibers if you want. I think you can change the probes on these. You can change the barrel out, I do know that. Trigger on this was really nice as well. I'll show you that. Well, we'll give it a pull. Now, like I said, minimalistic. This thing hasn't got a gauge on, okay? So there's no way of seeing when you're sort of running out of air, but it is what it is. You know, you soon sort of know when it is running out of air. Fill pressure is 220 bar or 3,200 psi in that cylinder. Dead easy to fill up. Just literally put the probe in there and away you go. Just obviously use the gauge that is on the bottle. I mean, that's quite an interesting one. You guys that own PCPs, do you watch the gauge on the bottle or do you watch the gauge on the gun? I mean, in this case, you've got to watch the one on the bottle, because this one hasn't got one on the gun. So, which I usually, when I'm filling up my M3, I'm looking at the gauge on the actual gun. So, it's quite an interesting one. But no, let's talk about accuracy. Accuracy is the be all and end all. It is. And reliability, I guess. But accuracy, reliability. Okay. Well, let's jump into reliability first then. So, yeah, pretty reliable. Although, I am going to say, now this is not one of them reviews where everything's good and everything's perfect. None of my reviews are like that. So let me just stress that. These magazines, I do prefer the newer magazines. These ones are just, I find them a bit of a faff. I ain't going to lie. And I've always said it. But basically, to load them, if you don't know, you spin this round so it pulls the whole thing round like that under spring tension. You hold it like that, spin it over, and then you've got to put a pellet in skirt first or backwards. Once you've done that, you spin it over and then you fill all the others up. Once you get used to it, it's all right, but doing that out in the field with wet fingers, cold hands, I think will be a bit of a problem. That's just me, but anyway. I did occasionally double feed this rifle when I thought I hadn't loaded it, or I sort of haven't pulled it all the way back properly. I think on 2 occasions I did double feed it. Fortunately, it didn't block the barrel. It just blew those 2 pellets out downrange, and I got quite a nice group with the 2 pellets going downrange at once. So you can double feed it. Okay. The good thing about these magazines is though, when you get to when you've fired your last shot, it won't let you load it again. It'll basically just stop there on that sort of mag stop that you can see as it is there, because it's got no pellets in. So that sort of saves you from wasting air. Now, let's talk about accuracy, like what I was going to say. Now, I used various pellets. I'll put them on here. H&N's finest, and I went a little bit green as well. So I used the Barracuda 15s, used the Barracuda green. I used the Field Target trophies, and I used the Field Target trophy green as well. So a lot lighter weight the green ones are, and it was quite interesting. But my sort of go-to pellet was the standard sort of field target trophies. Okay, but let's talk about, let's get these in order. So first of all, these were 5-shot groups, slightly different targets I'm using here, guys, just to sort of show it a little bit better. 5-shot groups at 30 yards using H&M Field Target Trophy, 14.66 grains, 5-shot group, thumbnail for scale. That is decent. So there is one. That was with Field Target Trophies. Okay, I'll show you them. Running low on them. So that was the Field Target Trophies that I was running there. Next one. Oh, I used the green ones last. I saved the greens till last. Barracuda 15s, which were these. 5-shot groups again, 30 yards. Boom. No change of zero or anything. I didn't adjust the scope. I just shot him. Okay. Decent. Decent. Barracuda 15s there. 15.89 grains. Then we went on to the lighter stuff. So Barracuda greens. Look at the difference between these pellets. So these are proper sort of silvery. So these aren't lead, these ones are. These are non-lead, totally green pellet, 100% lead free. Lot lighter, 12.96 grain. Okay. I did shoot a couple of these first just to see where they were going. Obviously the lighter pellets, so they were landing a little bit higher on the target. So I didn't make the adjustment, but because that's a mil dot reticle in there, I just aimed a few mil dots up, so to speak. But we're all about grouping. And that is the grouping I got with the Barracuda green. 5-shot groups again, 30 yards. That is pretty good. Pretty good. And then the Field Target Trophy green. Again, they kind of look the same, but I'll show them you. Shiny, shiny. These ones are mega light. 9.57 grains. These ones are. Check this group out, guys. Again, these ones went a little bit to the side. Again, I'm aiming a little bit low because these are a lot lighter, these pellets are. Just to sort of land them roughly on target. But it's about the grouping. Look at that group, guys. These were going to the side a little bit. So ideally, you'd re-zero, you know, obviously. But look at that group. So these green pellets are good. They are really good. In a sub 12 so far, I've not really played about with them in a firearm version air rifle as of yet. So that will be future testing. But that is pretty good. Now, I know what you're going to say. What's the, you know, expansion and stuff like that? Like, you know, when you're shooting live quarry. Really, I could test that. I need some ballistic gel. I'll see if I can get hold of some ballistic gel, but I think at the end of the day, if it's going, you know, if you're shooting pigeons, rabbits, these are gonna, if they're going fast enough, they're gonna do the job, you know. And then I did a 25-yard target, but I did it at 30 yards. Proper sort of competition target, and these are 3-shot groups, and I just used the Field Target Trophy with this gun, with this setup, and I'm blown away with accuracy, guys. Check it out. Okay, that one there was my first one, so it was a little bit of a tester because I was just getting the barrel sort of you know, accustomed to the Field Target Trophy again. After I'd fired all these different ones through. And then these are the groups I got, guys. Check out these group sizes. You see it in the footage. That is accurate. They are all 3-shot groups. That is really impressive. Really impressive. And this is a real simple rifle from FX. It is pretty much their sort of budget version. It is budget. I think they're well under sort of £700 here in the UK, and that is damn accurate. damn accurate. I am so impressed with it. Right. Yeah, we'll leave this stuff on the table because it looks pretty cool. The trigger. The trigger is really nice. The bolt, it works like a bolt action like this. So this is how you cock it. So pull it back like that. That cocks it. But that is your safety when you lock it back. So there's no safety catch apart from that. So you pull the trigger, nothing happens when it's like that. Okay. And that is pretty much your safety. There's nothing else on it. That is it. That is it. While it is cocked, we are going to have a look at this trigger and we'll give it a measure, see what it is doing. So I'll just cock that forward, get the trusty trigger gauge and see what this is pulling. Might be a bit noisy, guys, but this trigger felt super lightweight. Oh my God. 14 ounces on the trigger. That is a light trigger straight out of the box for a budget. I'm not, well, budget, I say that. I can't really, can I say budget? For a cheaper FX, that is a great trigger. A super light trigger straight out of the box. This is, by the way, kindly on loan from Livens Gun Shop here in the UK. That is a real nice trigger. Metal blade. There is your trigger guard there with FX's logo on. Let's show you the other side, guys. FX T12. What a great little rifle. I am so impressed. So impressed. Its accuracy is just so good. It really is. With this immersive prism scope, which I am really liking at the minute. I've ran these on a couple of guns. You might have seen them sort of sneak into videos a while back. Really liking these immersive optics. They're really cool. Something a little bit different. It is kind of weird getting your eye sort of right up against it. You know, you always sort of avoid that when shooting air guns. Not so much PCPs, but definitely springers. You do not have your eye right up against the eyepiece. Although you could with one of these, I think you'd be all right. But on a PCP, totally fine. But superior accuracy with this little gun. So impressed. It is screw cut as well. Screw cut, I'm talking like it's a firearm. Well, it is at the end of the day. It is screw cut to fit a mod. See your little thread protector there. So it is a little bit of a noisy beast, but you can, like I say, you can throw on a mod and keep things quiet. What a great little rifle. Great little rifle. So simple. Nothing can really go wrong. There's nothing to fiddle with. It's just out of box. Find the right pellet. Away you go. It's as simple as that. And I think sometimes air guns need to be like that. So you can just grab it and shoot it, you know, and not think, oh, do I need to move this dial or press that button or this, that and the other. With this, it's just good to go. Super impressed with it. Let me show you the box. It is just a cardboard box. You don't get a case, a cut out case like you do for like the Impact or anything like that. It is an environmentally friendly cardboard box. I ain't going to get it all on screen. That is pretty much it. There's not much in here, guys. It is just a foam filled box pretty much. I will open it just to sort of show you. Not much in there, guys. Obviously you get your filler probe, which is that right there. There is your filler probe. You get a generic manual, so it's not specifically for this rifle. It's just for all of FX's guns. So it does tell you how to load the magazine. That's pretty much the main thing that you really need to learn if you are unfamiliar with those magazines. But apart from that, that is your box. You don't sort of get anything else in there apart from the gun. You just get what you need really. Gun, mag, manual and filler probe. And that's it. You just need to buy some food and away you go. But no, guys, I am really liking this. I can't believe I've not had this rifle on the channel. I can't believe it slipped through the review net, but I have caught it this time. And I'm so glad I have. With this accuracy for under £700 in the UK. If you like your FXs, or, you know, the big FXs like the M3s, for example, the impacts are sort of out of your budget, but you want to sort of get on, you know, you're a fan of FXs, whatever, and you want to get on, you know, sort of get on the train, so to speak. I think this, to start you off, is a great rifle, a great, reliable, decent, flipping accurate little rifle. I don't think you can really go wrong. Yeah, there's other stuff for this sort of money. You can go a bit more money and get like a Virac or, you know, HW100, which are absolutely excellent. I'm a massive fan of them. But for this, for simplicity, ease of use, really, really good. And like I said, the accuracy has blown me away. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe or else. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. That is Racknload. See ya.